Now here's Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's not going to go.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Brooks with no one around. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Leonard. Jackson passes to Morris. Back to Jackson. Now Zubac. Adams defending. Pass to Bain. And he dunks it down.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. As we will all find out together how this plays out.
Okay, David, much appreciated. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Here's Jackson over Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Good on the second free throw. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Now, here's Zubac. It's stolen. Morris against Jackson. Hangs. Adams, right side. Crafty move. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Out to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Here's Leonard, following the score by Memphis. Pass to Jackson. George against Adams. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson kicks to Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And the second free throw, good. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Jackson. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson against Morant. Bane passes to Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Bane. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 5 on the clock. And Morant throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now here's Leonard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Jackson. Here he goes. Here's Zubac. And the rejection by Jackson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. It's a breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Morant finds Bane. Jackson against Morant. Jackson passes to Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubac has got his second bucket of the game to go. How did you react, Richard, to the changes in rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual foul. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
Back to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Payton for 3. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Memphis leading by 10.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
There's Jackson with the 3. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. Out to Brooks. 4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Morant. And Morant throws it down.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Zubac.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Out to Brooks. Jacks up a three. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris dishes to George. Right side Jackson. Back to Leonard. A three ball. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for Los Angeles. Jackson against Morant. Brooks kicks to Bane. And the three ball is good. Bane's got 9.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Leonard with the bucket.
And the reflexes are just key. Kawhi is already anticipating that shot before he even gets the ball.
Morant against Jackson. Takes the three. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 9. 1:11 left in the first half. It's Jackson with the drive. George with the ball. It's picked up by Brooks.
And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
Adams. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Outside for George. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. Payne for 3. And they'll get another chance. Just 3 to shoot. A second chance effort. Adams' shot is off. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Oh, Morris in position. Zubac's no good. Brooks outside. It'll count. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall.
Maybe the most feared defender in the world. Leonard certainly was in the shoot.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Desmond Bane really making a difference here.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Clark kicks to Williams. And finished off by Williams.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Zubac. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. Zubac has got 6.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Ball against Jones. Here's Conchar. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. 8-point game. And he gets it to go.
And lauded for his 3-and-D abilities. Covington this time gets it done off the bounce.
Jones from outside. It's good from long range. Jones has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Covington finds Wall. Here's man. Back to Wall. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from man.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Here's Williams, kicks it out to Jones, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Outside Wall, outside Covington. Passes it to Powell. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believe in ourselves.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
First team.
And stolen by Williams. Unhindered, going all the way. Jumps up. Here's Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Ball against Jones. Powell kicks the wall. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over. And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A 3-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
He gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Clippers trail by 13. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Powell, the pass to man. Wall wide open. No good from outside. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the paint, here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Takes it out to Covington. Buries it from 3-point range. Covington's got 5.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
The pass to Concho. Williams against Batum. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Clark. Williams up on top. And so it's Memphis enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been giving John Wall all. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a 6
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Green out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position. Morris finds Leonard. It's George on the wing. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Morris inside. Jackson on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Leonard gets it to go.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
Payne for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Outside, George. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. On the wing, Bain. He's covered by Leonard. Bain, no good.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Brooks against George. Right side, Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. Outside Jackson. Back to Bain. To the left side wing. Pocket 6. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, they've been running the offense through Leonard all night, and why not?
Morant kicks to Brooks. And another miss by Memphis. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The lead now cut to single digits.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you. The option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Outside Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. Down low. Stolen by Zubac. Morris against Morant. The 3 from George. Good on the 3-point shot. And now just a 5-point Grizzly lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles. Outside for Jackson. Dishes it to Brooks. In the corner, it's Bain. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. The deep 3 from George. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Morant with the drop. And finished off by Morant.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Jackson kicks to George. There's the 3. Drills it from outside.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Morant passes to Brooks. It's Jackson atop the key. Out to Morant. Stolen by Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard finds George. And it's off from 3-point range. And so here's Memphis. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson has the open look. Traps in the tray.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, George. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Pass to Morant. And another turnover here by Memphis. Here's Leonard. George from deep three-point land. Had the space there, but it's offline. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
Oh, say does that star
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Russell with the ball. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Zubac. Morris finds George. Now Zubats. Morris outside. Now here's George. Zubats. From deep. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by Zubats.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Out to Leonard. George outside. Pass to Zubats. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Russell a screen on George. Edwards for 3. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. Morris against Towns. Morris passes to Leonard. Back to Morris. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one.
Walking foul called on Reggie Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Jackson against Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Morris down low. Towns on him. Oh, nice shot by Morris.
Taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Up top, Jackson, guarded by Russell. Jackson, pass to Morris. Leonard for 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
And here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Edwards against George.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
Pass to Jackson. George outside. Morris for 3. Can't get it to drop. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Now Gobert. Outside Russell. Clock at 6. Shoots over Jackson. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Jackson outside. The three is up. The shot comes out. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Clippers ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 with... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And this is something Reggie has added to his game. Patient with the up fake. Defender bites.
And he sinks the second. And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success. And he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Towns has got room. The Clippers grab the miss.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Edwards can't hit. Now Morris. He's got 5. Jackson outside. It's George on the wing. Three-pointer. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Edwards. 6 points for him. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 5. Back to Edwards.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George displays strong timing and discipline.
Russell against Jackson. Morris outside. George outside. Launches it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Edwards can't hit.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Jackson finds some space. Kept alive. The kick out to Morris. Jackson on the wing. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Edwards a screen on Morris. Towns for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Jackson finds Leonard. The kick out to Morris. The 3 is up. Clippers keep it alive. Zubac's shot is off. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. A shot to stop the drum.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Jackson outside. From the arc. Jackson with another miss.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Pass to Towns. Here's Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on even to Zubac. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms.
What it means, BA, as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. It's Covington on the wing. Lets the three fly. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Oh, smart positioning by Covington. Just utilizing the corner to find a three-point opportunity.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Noel. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Here's man. The Clippers rebound. Out to Covington. Ball for 3. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels passes to Towns. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Jacks up a 3. Ball gets the bucket. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And we finished off one half of play.
With the score, your Clippers 23, the Timberwolves 16.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's man. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Torian Prince, and it's Anderson in at the 4-man position. From 9 feet, and that one drops for him.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Ball finds Covington. On the wing man. Pass to Batum. Back to man. Reverses. Rebound Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson with it. Here's Noel. Back to Anderson. Reid with it. And no good. Batum with the defensive effort. Ball, the pass to Covington. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Pass to Anderson. Out to the right wing. Anderson with a screen on Powell. McLaughlin. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
McLaughlin with the rebound. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Drives to the hoop. The shot that time not on target. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Ball finds Covington. Powell left side. And he banks in the layup. Powell's gotten his first points in this one.
Inside, Norman Powell relies on his agility, allowing him to navigate the paint.
Fires the 3. Noel, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Wall, the pass to Batum. And the big finish by Wall.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Anderson. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Here's Prince. On target from range. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
Powell passes to Wall. And here's Batum. Nice D from Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Pass to Reed. 1:14 left in the third. The layup off target. The Clippers in the lead. Covington passes to Powell. Here's Mann. And here's Covington. Takes the 3. Prince grabs the miss. Here's Noel. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves ball.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Prince. Let's go with a 3. Clock at 6. The 3.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Here's Mann from outside the arc. They get the rebound. The kick out to Wall. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Goes back up.
Active on defense. When Powell puts forth this type of effort, it distracts shooters.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up 4. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, coming from an unlikely position, is the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Noel. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Pass to Batum. Stolen by Anderson. Noel drives in. Oh, can't tie it up, and that one misses. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Jackson against Russell. Leonard outside. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Towns passes to McDaniels. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Russell. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists. Outside Russell.
Releases from 15. Another miss by Minnesota.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Zubats. Defended by Gobert. Leonard for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Tries to break his ice. And Edwards slams it in.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
George outside. Here he goes. Another shot. Pass to Zubats. Out to Leonard. Over McDaniels. Misses off the left iron. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much ride on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
The three, George. Rebound, Minnesota.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And Edwards slams it in.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
1:33 left in the fourth. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Back to George. From behind the arc. Counted from distance.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Russell with the ball. Outside Edwards. Into the lane. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
He's such a great free throw shooter who can handle big moments.
Leonard outside. Morris against Towns. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Edwards finds Russell. No good. A bit long that time. Russell against Jackson. Pass to Zubats. And stolen by Edwards. Throws it up high.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Now here's Leonard.
It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're behind by 1. 7 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. What a performance. Allie, thank you as always.
Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. 6 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Brooks outside. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Morant with the steal. Bain with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morant with a wide open look. A three-pointer is right on target.
Continuing to gain trust in that three-point shot. Each tray that Ja makes builds his confidence.
Oh, here's Edwards. And there's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Morant, the bounce pass. Brooks with no one around. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Here's Morant after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Here's Adams. And he uses the glass on the way.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. McDaniels passes to Russell. Now Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's the three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Okay, David, thanks. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. The pass to McDaniels. Free throw line jump shot. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Bain looking around. Outside for Jackson. Back to Bain. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Oh, here's Edwards. Now the pass to Towns. Russell against Morant. And Adams sends it back.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams, size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
Timberwolves trail by 3.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
For 3, Edwards. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Memphis ball. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. 51 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Brooks, here we go. The 3 from Morant. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They could use a bucket, and he gets the bucket.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window, and exploits it.
On the wing, Bain. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Stolen by McDaniels. Bain against Edwards. Knocked away. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Russell. Tries yet again. Got it off in time. And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Here's Russell following the score by Memphis. He kicks it to Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bain. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Carl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Carl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Now, here's Bain. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Shoots over Morant. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Brooks. Adams trying to free himself up. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Edwards. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 7 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Here's Morant. Outside, Dane. From downtown. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards against Bain. Back to Edwards. Puts the move on. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Hustle against Morant. Outside, Bain. Got 3 off the mark.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you're going to play the point guard position, critical that D'Angelo Russell continue to develop that aspect of his game. Nice pass.
Now here's Morant. Takes it inside. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that was always emphasized because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Now, Bain. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one's good. Morant. 5 points in the game.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. Now here's McDaniel. He's covered closely. 5 on the clock. Towns for 3. Stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. 1:12 left to play in the first half. Outside for Jackson. Bain with it. Working on McDaniels. Clock at 4. Here's Morant. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Jackson. Bain with it. Picked up by Edwards. Adams, the pass to Morant. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Morant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies. And here's Russell. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Russell a screen on Brooks. McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
23 seconds left here in the second. To halt the run. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Here's Jackson. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
He takes it in, and some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 3. And we'll be back with you right after this. Second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Green. Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Williams in the post, guarded by Prince. Green inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Green's got the first bucket of the third here for the Grizzlies.
Well, how about the versatility? Danny Green on the interior. Go ahead.
Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anderson outside for the three. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis the other way now. Jones drives in. Sweet move. And it's Clark with the finish.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Jones. The kick out to Anderson. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Up and in on the layup. Anderson's got his first basket.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Outside, Green. Here's the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Prince finds Reed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Out to the wing. Conchar, the pass to Green. Outside, Jones. Green in the post. Guarded by Reed. Missed inside. Timberwolves trail by 3. With the drive. Noel. The layup missed.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Jones kicks to Green. Shoots the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Now, here's Reed. Prince outside. This is it to Noel. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Jones with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Clark. The kick out to Williams. 5 to shoot. Back to Clark. Outside, Jones. Goes up again. Clark inside. Guarded by Reed. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Kicks it to Prince. Rebound by Williams. Memphis leading by 6. On to the right wing. Here's Conchar. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Anderson against Green. Anderson kicks to Prince. The Timberwolves again can't hit. On the wing, Williams. Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They played the better game so far, but their work is... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of the coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels finds Edwards. Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Up the floor. And finished off by Morant.
How about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Bounce pass, Russell. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Adams, the pass to Bain. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the lob to Towns. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Screen by McDaniel. Russell with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Out to Morant. Jackson in the corner. Back to Morant. Pocket 6. And finished off by Morant.
And just so many different ways Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Outside Edwards. Russell a screen on Bain. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Russell against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Towns against Jackson. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
And they double up Morant. Jackson kicks to Bain. The dish to Morant. Towns with the steal. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Edwards finds Towns. Morant against Russell. Back to Edwards. Russell sets a screen for Edwards. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Outside Jackson. Fires for three. Knocks down the trifecta.
That's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Russell passes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Towns against Morant. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's Towns missing. Now here's Jackson. So it's Memphis picking up the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point. Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Here's George. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's the three. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Outside for Brooks. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
George finds Morris. Just 5 to shoot. To 3, George. The Grizzlies pull it in. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Here's George, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Brooks, right side. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Looking to win the run. And George with the basket on the assist from Morris.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside for Brooks. There's the three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Jackson, pass to Morris. George outside. There's Jackson with the three. Rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. From deep, Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Now here's Leonard. Morris passes to George. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Morris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. With the drive.
Oh, wow. You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Morris can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Bain. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. so he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's a nice play. Reggie Jackson, crafty at the offensive end.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Jackson against Morant. Pass to Adams. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in?
The previous play is under
You may not decide the game. You always prefer to get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've got enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second glance.
And so it's Memphis finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
That one drops 4. Adams has got 10 points.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Morris outside. Here's George. That shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Shot clock at 6. Ooh, Morris with a steal. George passes to Leonard. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Wow. He doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Outside Bane. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bane. He got a piece of it.
Desmond Bane. First personal foul. First team foul.
And that one falls for Jackson. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Takes it inside. 4 on the clock. To 3, George. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, Bane. That shot is off.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Jackson attacking. Leonard finds some space. Drops one in from the wing. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
You give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Brooks outside. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers trail. George passes to Jackson. Leonard for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bane. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now Zubats. For three, George. That one's off. He's 1 for 6. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Now here's Adams. Back to Brooks. Inside. Outside Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Adams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 53 seconds left in the second. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. For three. That one's good from Morris on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. Takes a 3. Jackson can't get it to go. The Clippers have got 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here. The fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing here from Steven Adams.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Covington. Back to Batum. Poke loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Wall, the pass to Powell. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Yeah, you can't let Powell find shots at the arc like that, especially when he's got that kind of rhythm.
Jones against Wall. On the wing, Green. Puts up a 3. Pure from three-point range. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
And that one's good, man.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
Now here's Green, guarded closely. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conchar. The 3. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. And Brent, Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
Yeah, he plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. And I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy, Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
Here's Batum for three. Powell. Rebounded by Green.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Covington with it. Green picks him up. Outside Wall. Good. And now just a three-point Grizzly lead.
So physical for a one. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Outside, Williams. To the inside. Clark, the pass to Williams. Back to Clark. Green with the ball. And he makes it on the layup. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Outside Covington. Back to Wall. Pass to Covington. Here's Mann. Green covering. Now here's Wall. 4-3. Nails it from three. Wall's got 5 points.
Coming into the league, Wall didn't take many threes, but he's added this dimension to his game. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Clark. On the wing, Conchar. Now covers. Jones from outside. It's not going to go for him. Wall with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three since halftime. To the middle. Here's Williams. Count it. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Williams against Covington. Here's Powell. Out to Covington. The three ball. Rebounded by Green. Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Williams in the post. Wall covering. Oh, Covington with a block.
Covington's aggressive defense is going to pay off, and that time it did.
Wall for three. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 4. After a quick break, we're coming. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the dunk by Jackson.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jackson outside. Morris on the wing. Leonard against Brooks. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's George. That one a little long.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor. Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. George. They need this. And George with the jam.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Jackson against Morant. On the wing, Bain. Three-pointer. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Adams finds Jackson. Outside for Morant. Outside Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in.
It's just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Kawhi has really perfected that stroke, and he did not come into the league with that kind of skill or that kind of threat from the three-point line.
Pass to Brooks. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Good work defensively by Leonard. The Clippers running out of time. Jackson pass to Morris. Oh, the slam dunk by Morris.
Good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Morant with it. Jackson in his pocket. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's George. And the jam by George.
That's why you turn to Paul George. These moments are for PG.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Leonard against Brooks. Kicks it to George. Jackson outside. Pass to George. Launches the 3. He can't get it to go. And Memphis taking it the other way down. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Morant. Driving inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Fearless play by Morant. Goes up against tough coverage and still manages the inside shot.
Leonard on the wing. That 3's off the mark. George against Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. 26 seconds left in the game. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Moran against Zubats. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Five ticks left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to...
Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if he gets looked that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
And the Clippers have possession. Outside Jackson. Morris kicks to Jackson. A three from Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Edwards inside, defended by George. The kick out to Towns. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Leonard draws the double. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Russell with the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
you know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one. You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And Edwards with the stop.
The defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Jackson. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Here's George. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Passes it to Zubac. Can they get it? And the dunk by Zubac.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Now here's Edwards. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. It's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Nobody near Leonard. Connects from three-point range.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. And here's George. After Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. Here's Morris. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Edwards passes to Towns. He kicks to Gobert. And they double up Russell. Stolen by George. Pass to Morris. Outside Leonard. And stolen by Russell. Gobert with it. Leonard picks him up. Russell dishes to Edwards. The second effort. He lays it in. Edwards got 9.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Jackson down low. Russell's there. Here's George. Los Angeles with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Edwards drives in. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Morris outside. A 3-ball. Zubac the pass to Morris. Outside Jackson. George looking around. Los Angeles with another miss. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Outside Leonard. And here's Morris for 3. Second shot opportunity. Count that one. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Zubac.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Left side, Edwards. He is hauled in by Paul George. Clippers trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Towns.
Clippers foul. Reggie Jackson. First personal foul.
Timberwolves leading by 6. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, with recognition, took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, he's one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Craig, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Out to Morris. Jacks up a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
For 3, Edwards. No good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. There's the triple. Outside for Jackson. From outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edwards finds Gobert. And here is McDaniel. Guarded by Jackson. The shake. Nice move. And scoring with the play inside is McDaniel. McDaniel's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. George dishes to Jackson. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
There's the pass to McDaniels. Edwards against George. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Inside, Towns with the steal. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Edwards with the screen. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Feeds to Morris. In the corner, George with it. Trying to end the drought. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Russell. Three-pointer. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 9. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Tries the spin move. Passes to Russell. Back to Edwards. Takes a 3. The rebound by Paul George.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the inside. Towns with the steal. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Edwards. Towns trying to get open. Another miss by Minnesota.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
to the middle. Here's McDaniels. Takes it off the glass. McDaniels got 4 points in the quarter.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Powell, no one around him. And so it's Minnesota holding on.
18. The Clippers. 7.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Wall finds Covington. The kick out to Wall. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Prince outside. Pass to Reed. Spins. Drives to the hoop. Great tee that time from Batum. Clippers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Man passes to Batum. Anderson with the block. And he gets it back. Another shot. A shot by Batum. No good. Minnesota shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Wall's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 13. Reed with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Knocks it loose. Anderson. That one good for 2.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Anderson against Powell. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. McLaughlin, no good. Clippers trail by 13. Man passes to Powell. Takes it out to Covington. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Powell dishes to Batum. Banked in off the glass.
And, you know, that wingspan, those arms are very long for Batum. Uses them well to score through contact.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Prince misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers trail by 11. Outside, Wall. To the wing right side. And stolen by Prince. Anderson against Covington. Anderson passes to Reed. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Tries the spin move. To the paint. Here's Reed. Kicks it out to Prince. Launches a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 43 seconds left in the third. Covington into the lane. Stolen away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on John Wall. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
He doesn't get the second one. Clippers trail by 11. Powell for three. It's hauled in by Noel. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. Anderson with the screen for Prince. Covington with the steal. Now here's Powell. The pass to Man. Over to the wing. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skill.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Rain. And it's Noel into the two-guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Thank you, David. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
And George drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Russell. Kicks to McDaniels. Russell a screen on Leonard. McDaniels passes to Russell. Here's Morris. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Russell dishes to Edwards. Looking to get back on track here.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. But his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And that one misses.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th quarter. And here's Morris for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 6. He kicks it to Gobert. Towns with it. And it's Russell in the corner. Outside Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Leonard the pass to Morris. Outside Leonard.
Blocking foul on Rudy Gobert. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Morris right side. Towns with the steal.
Boy, just a lazy cross-court pass there. You're just begging for that thing to be picked off when you throw it that far across the court.
The drive by Russell. Back to Edwards. Gonna go that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. Jackson trying to break free. And the rejection by Town. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jackson finds Morris. Basket good.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Russell passes to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Let's let three fly. Edwards with another miss.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jackson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Latrey. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead. He has got down his three in the basket from Jackson.
And like a certain baseball legend, this Reggie Jackson is nailed in the play.
So looking it over, the feed to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
From deep, George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's tipped. And here's Edwards. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. Got it. Good job on the low post. And it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
When you talk about guys that can score from all 3 levels, I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Jackson kicks to Morris. This one for 3, and it's Leonard missing. Outside, Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Here's McDaniels. And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to... And we're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Here's Jackson, outside for Brooks. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And stolen by Bain. Pass to Jackson. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. Russell. Edwards with it. Gobert with a screen on Bain. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Jackson, a pass to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Morant, the pass to Adams. Here's Brooks. Fades back. Not going to go that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Now here's Russell. Fires from deep. And another a three from Minnesota.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Bain. Beyond the arc. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And there's the lob. Gobert passes to Edwards. McDaniels, a screen on Morant. Edwards can't hit. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Drives to the hoop. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by Memphis. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. From deep, Morant. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. And it's powered home by Towns.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
Left side, Morant. The three from Bain. And they recover it. Kicks it out to Jackson. Bain with it. Working on McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
27 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. And Edwards slams it in.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And that does it for the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And we'll get things. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And the Grizzlies shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great. Outside Bain. Over Edwards. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And he's very confident from that range. But you can't make him up.
Going inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Gobert against Adams. Gobert passes to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Towns a screen on Morant. Second chance shot. Back to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. The shake. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Steven Adams. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them the charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the triple. Memphis the rebound. Payne against McDaniels. From downtown. Payne, the pass to Adams. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Knocks it loose. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The three from Payne. Out to the right wing. There's Jackson with the three. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Dave, the pass to Jackson. Up top, Payne, guarded by Edwards, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the Jackson's just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Pass to Edwards. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Jackson. And here they come. From deep. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves shooting the rock at 58%. And here's Russell. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Edwards. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
Bring it off the handle.
That's how you finish.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And the lob disrupted, not to be. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Payne. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second one. 1:03 left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. Here's Russell. Oh, the swat by Adams. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. There's 45 seconds left to play in the half. The drive by Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Pass to Towns. Puts up a 3. Brooks with the rebound for Memphis. They've gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Gobert finds Edwards. Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. 8.
The Grizzlies, 13.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Danny Green is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4. Pass to Anderson. Here's Prince. Anderson with a screen on Green. Prince. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the paint. Stolen by Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Out to the wing. Anderson for 3. Drills it from deep. Anderson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here's Jones. Oh, and Reed with a block. And they get it back. Back to Clark. Nice move. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut it to a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. There's a screen. Pass to Prince. 5 to shoot from deep 3-point range. Jones grabs the board. Memphis trailing here. Williams up top. Back to Jones. And there's the drive. Here's Conchar. Let's go with a 3. McLaughlin with the rebound. Pass to Prince. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Jones, and here's Clark. Reed defending. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Noel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him. Good on both. Now Jones, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Williams. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Here's McLaughlin. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. He shoots it. They get it back. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Prince can't hit.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Prince. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's McLaughlin on the take. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Off target with the three.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Stolen by Anderson. He's got a clear path. Here's Prince. Right side Anderson. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. .34 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Morant. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Minnesota in the lead. Russell with the ball. Six to shoot. Pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Nails the wide open jumper. Edwards has got 17.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
You know John Morant, such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
McDaniels, a screen on Morant. Here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Payne against Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. From deep, Morant. The long-distance three is buried.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
And here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. In transition, here they come. Now Morant, guarded by Russell. To the inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Morant, pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. From the arc. Kept alive by Minnesota. Outside McDaniels. The three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Three-pointer, Brooks. Towns with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Adams high post. Brooks outside. And the the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Moran against Russell. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
Pass to Gobert. Russell with the ball. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Payne, the pass to Morant. Jackson outside. Outside for Morant. On the wing, Bane. Plenty of space. And that one hits the back iron.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's a good thing that's
Edwards finds Russell. To Edwards. With the cold streak. And Edwards slams it in.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Well, it's Morant missing.
questionable shot selection of that league. Really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. From the top of the key. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Jackson. Money.
Shot away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson on that shot.
Graham, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Payne against Edwards. Outside for Russell. Launches it. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Kept alive. Adams. Brooks from outside. He connects. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Moran against Russell. No good from three-point range. So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.